Hey everyone, my name is Eric Hopkins, aka JEL. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So the Indianapolis Colts have franchised Michael Pittman Jr. I know they've been talking about working on a contract for the number one wide receiver here for the Colts. Apparently, the franchise deadline came and went without a contract being completely settled here between the two sides. But I'm still very optimistic that the Colts are going to be able to get this to work out in a contract situation going forward. I just feel like the deadline came and went and they didn't get it done. But the Colts on Tuesday placed the non-exclusive franchise tag on wide receiver Michael Pittman. Pittman in 2003 became the fourth player in franchise history to have at least 100 receptions and 1,000 receiving yards in a season, joining wide receivers Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne and Dallas Clark, the tight end. His career highs in targets, receptions, and receiving yards with 1,152, and also the longest reception of his career, a 75-yard touchdown in Week 7 against the Cleveland Browns. A lot of speculation has gone, or I wouldn't say speculation, a lot of discussion, I guess, as it were, debate possibly of is Michael Pittman a number one wide receiver? And even I've kind of been on he's a very high end number one. He's not like like a superstar number one, like a Justin Jefferson. That's what obviously every team wants, or every fan wants for their team. But here's the thing, though: these numbers that Michael Pittman put up are very number one receiver esque, as it were. Obviously, if he's matching and joining like the likes of Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne, yes, he's a number one receiver. I think a lot of the reason why that is a debate among Colts fans and the NFL fans in general is because Michael Pittman has not had consistency at the quarterback position. Ever since he come into the league, I mean, he's had a carousel of quarterbacks back there, and until he gets some consistency, I think it's very hard to say he's not a wide receiver number one. Obviously, he's the number one wide receiver for the Indianapolis Colts. I would still love to see the Colts go get a solid number two, or even a clear cut number one, maybe I mean, whatever it might be. But I mean, just to have another receiver on the other side of Michael Pittman to draw coverage away from him. Alec Pierce, obviously, they drafted hopefully to become that receiver, I think, and maybe he still will. I just feel like in the first couple seasons for Alec Pierce, he's not really progressed to that level just yet. However, when Anthony Richardson was 100% healthy last year, he did tend to throw the ball more to Alec Pierce than Gardner Minshew did. So maybe Alec Pierce has still got, I mean, he's still a young receiver, so hopefully he'll get there. So that may be just fine. But the drafting of Josh Downs, that was an excellent decision in my opinion. So that's going to be a big help. And I hope maybe we'll get a clear cut tight end. I mean, we've got a bunch of tight ends on the team. We kind of throw them in and out here. We don't really have one like a Dallas Clark type pass catcher. I know the rumor going around was possibly the Colts could draft Georgia tight end Brock Bowers in the draft. We'll have to wait and see on that one. The Colts could obviously use a lot of picks at that number 15 slot in the draft, which is officially 50 days away as of now. So I mean, we could use an edge rusher, we could use a corner, more help in the secondary for sure, maybe a backup at linebackers. The defense definitely could use a little bit. But again, I'd like to see another big time pass catcher to go alongside Michael Pittman. But yeah, like I said, though, I mean, Michael Pittman's going to be just fine. I think they're going to get a contract worked out at some point. I don't believe the franchise tag means you can't work out a contract still. But it just means that they're going to use him, they'll use the tag to make sure he is still on the roster no matter what happens with the contract situation, even if they don't get it done before the beginning of the season. But I think the Colts want to get it done. I think Michael Pittman wants to get it done as well. Unlike Jonathan Taylor, who caused a little bit of drama at the beginning of last year, Michael Pittman was in the exact same situation as Jonathan Taylor, and I believe he approached it the right way. He didn't cause any, stink about it, and I think that he will be rewarded by the Colts for that. So we'll just have to wait and see what they do. But nothing against Jonathan Taylor too. I'm glad he signed. It was just kind of a rough few weeks of the beginning of the season. There, it's kind of like, all right, what's going to happen? As fans, you don't like to see that internal drama, come out to the public, but that's just the way things go sometimes in sports. And hopefully we'll see this contract get done with Michael Pittman here soon. But what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for the new season? Are you excited for the draft? See where the Colts go? I know I am. I can't wait. I'm hopeful for a good season. Hopeful Anthony Richardson stays healthy, and we'll have another great season. And hopefully maybe we'll get even further this year. We'll have to see where things go. But let me know what you guys think. Comment down below, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And until my next video, guys, take care and God bless.